And you know, agriculture here in Louisiana could hardly work without the Farm Service Agency.
That is right. After the retirement of the longest-serving director, Willie Cooper, Louisiana has a new Farm Service Agency director. His name is Craig McCain, and he brings a sense of teamwork to his new job. TWILA's A.J. Sabine now with his profile.
Good morning. This is Craig McCain. How are you?
USDA Farm Service Agency Executive Director Craig McCain sits plugged in on the phone in his new office in Alexandria. McCain, who has worked for the agency for nearly 30 years, has the unenviable task of having the FSA after the retirement of long-serving Executive Director Willie Cooper. McCain says his focus is educating his employees on programs that will arise out of a complicated farm bill.
The big challenge is going to be to mesh the resources with the administration of a complicated farm bill, to educate the employees, and then to educate to the degree possible the producers of the state. So we got a significant challenge ahead of us in the next year.
One of McCain's many goals as state executive director is to continue the high level of service producers have enjoyed through the agency. McCain says he's excited to have the opportunity to serve during the Farm Bill implementation process.
You know, if you do this for a living as a professional, you want to be good at what you do, and our employees want to deliver the best service and the service that producers and agribusinesses in the state have come to recognize as our standard. And so I think there's a mixed bag, but certainly I feel there's a lot of excitement.
Part of the excitement that McCain alluded to is his personal challenge to communicate the value of FSA programs to all producers. Particularly, McCain explains that FSA programs encourage participation from farmers of every variety.
There is a huge focus in this farm bill on new and beginning farmers, on veteran farmers, on socially disadvantaged communities and individuals. So I think the agency as a whole is going to have an opportunity to focus a lot of our efforts toward those members of our community who maybe in the past didn't have a relationship with us, or maybe didn't have what they felt to be a beneficial relationship with us.
Finally, McCain is grateful for the investment both his colleagues at FSA and others have made in him early in his career, including Mr. Willie Cooper. He intends to make good on that investment during his tenure as executive director.
And I recognize the support I've had in this agency for the last 28 years. A lot of people took interest in me when I was a young person and invested time in me and invested their resources and their knowledge. And you know, in some ways I'm really proud to say that investment that those individuals made has enabled me to sit here today.
McCain got his start at FSA in 1986 as a county operations trainee. He has been married to his wife Kim for 27 years and is the father of 3 daughters. And Kristen and Mike, it's a very happy time around the McCain household because Craig and his wife Kim recently celebrated the arrival of his first grandchild.
And I have to tell you, that's an additional workload that I'm sure he's going to have great appreciation for, because his predecessor, Willie Cooper, served 50 years in that job, but I know Craig is certainly the right man for the job. A.J. Sabine, thanks. Still to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, you got a good idea? Well, they need a little heat to hatch. We'll tell you all about the LSU Food Incubator.
And in this week's Ag Minute, I'll head back out into the soybean fields to show you how soy plays a major role in a healthy diet. Stay with us.